And welcome back. I fixed my captions so that we could all see me panic in words. Mare, thank you so much for the lurk. I also accidentally pressed enter on the game, so like this is the only thing that's come up. Another dreary night, another listless stroll through Maple Bay. I've really been bonding with the community at Jim and Kim's lately, so my strolls have been leading me there more and more often. Okay, we might not have a choice as to who we're having a date with. This might be a Robert. Peter, the man from the bank, Keith from down the street, Evelyn, who I saw at the deli that one time, the guy whose name I think is Carl, are basically members of family at this point. In fact, I heard Neil, the surly bartender, oh, he's surly, mention that tonight is Keith from down the street's birthday, and that he'd have to get that little baby a little cake for his special little day. I think he was probably just being a dick, but I head into the bar anyway. The more possibility of cake is a strong enough to lure me in. I step inside just in time to see Neil washing a cake tray with a crime scene outline of pink icing on it. Huh. I guess it really was Keith from down the street's birthday. And I missed it. I sit down and order a beer. As I sit down at the bar, I notice Mary from next door sitting on the corner of the room, drinking alone again. She must be having a rough day. She seems so weary and so sad. She's been doing this more and more often lately. A pang of guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? Oh no, our reckoning. Who said it was Abby. Abby, this is your fault. This is your fault. I didn't know. Gonna say hi. If we're gonna be a homewrecker, we're going to be a nice homewrecker. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken. She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyway, and she finally notices me. Ew. Okay, this was maybe not the best idea. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? He's a great... I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you, too. Mary, I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Carousel. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship. You're a good friend, aren't you? I like this one. I'm there when he needs me. Unlike some other people in his life. So you're an expert on my marriage now? Yeah, it doesn't take an expert to see that you two are miserable. I'm not trying to be an expert on your marriage, or I'm sorry. We're not saying we're sorry! Yeah. Then what does that make you? We were miserable a long time before you started poking into our business, buddy boy. Don't come around thinking you're some paragon of empathy just because you got involved where you weren't welcome. Mary takes a long sip of her drink. This was a mistake! You know, you're really not his type. I'm surprised. Mary pays her tab and strides right out of Jim and Kim's without looking back. This was fun.
Welcome. You got dads.
I mean, should we push the envelope? Should we just say fuck you? You go on another date with Joseph? I'm going on another date with yeah, Joseph. Let's massage. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay. I guess we're not doing a third date. Not, well, I have an hour. Oh, wait. No, I didn't want to press that. I want to press this. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if a third date ends the game. And I'm not ready to find out right now. So we've had 2 dates with Matt, 2 dates with Joseph. We've technically had 2 dates with Robert. I don't know. We've only had 1 with each of these. And then Robert. Fuck you, dirty rat man. Yeah, third date. So it's one of these 2. Hugo. Go ask your mother. Oof. I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium, even though there were children everywhere. I type out a message to him on dad book. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Oop, sorry. Meant that for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out. Ha! Let me get back to you after class ends. Stand up from the computer and stretch. Nope. I guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. Dad nap sounds amazing. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. What? I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Cool. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I'm jolted awake by a dad book message from Hugo. Do we finally have it on our phone? I get off work in a little while, and I continue to be very serious about the cheese board. I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? Just getting home from school? Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? A cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live. But only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. What is in my court, you ask? Also balls. Never mind. Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. Little bit of fig jam. I don't like fig jam. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now, I gotta go see a man about some manchego. Please leave. I walk into a quaint French diner, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. He is a teacher. You sub fig jam for... Ooh, orange marmalade would be good. I like raspberry jam, specifically. Especially... So, I used to live on a farm, My mom still owns it, and we grow raspberries. Like, we have black raspberry patch and a red raspberry patch, and so we make our own jam. And so, like, there's nothing better than homemade raspberry jam to me. Long day?
I don't know.
Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Truth. I loved it. It was every single day was, you know, had its ups and downs, but like you're tired at the end of it. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. I actually really love those things. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Okay, so first off, those are two different things, Carousel. One was from when I was in high school, and it was this thing where it was like, they were little rubber bracelets that almost looked like hair ties, and each color meant like that was something that you were okay with doing, and you were like, if someone broke it, supposedly you were supposed to give them whatever that one meant. So like, I'm not gonna go through what all of them were, but there was stuff, and it was actually a thing at my school. Like, that was a thing. I understand. It was a thing. It was a thing. Those ones, yeah. Nope, not the same. You are mixing two different generations. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents, as usual. At least I hope. Yikes. Right now, I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese. A waitress oh, the blush. Whoa, Hugo. A waitress stops by and takes our order for, quote, the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth, and recommends us some wine. Do you want a scoreboard for trivia? This is the trivia. This is the trivia. I have done this date before. This is the trivia. There's trivia. Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing. We'd love to play, right, Carousel? I love trivia nights. It's pretty great because, like, okay, so I was part of this one trivia night for my old high school, and we did cheese trivia, and like we got second place, and we had like mostly teachers and then Terrell for tax stuff. So it was fantastic, and I love trivia nights. Yes, please. Yeah, sure. If it was cheese trivia, I would kick ass. If I remember right, I'm not good at this trivia. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on, I doubt it. I doubt it'll be too hard. Carousel. Brian's here. You son of a bitch. I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us. Hey guys, you all here for the old question answers game? Yeah, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Have been reigning... Oh, God. Provolone 2, Lost in New York have been reigning champions for the last month. I'm sure it's a fine movie, but it's got a certain person in it, so, like, I don't like it anymore. Man, Brian's great at trivia, too. That raises the stakes. Great name, though. Solid team name. That's Carmencita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Like father, like daughter. You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. Let's just do a middle of the road. The cheese will taste so much better with a side of victory. Aw, hearts. Hugo and I bump fists. Tag team champions. We'll have to think up a good team name, but I think this'll be fun. Good luck! Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Man, too bad Amanda and Ernest aren't here. I'm sure both of them are great at trivia. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Havarti, like it's 1999. Ah, Real Monsters. Or Craigslist Swiss Connections. I think I've already like it. I really like Real Monsters. It was a good show. I love Munster cheese. Party like it's 1999? That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with our cheese board and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into dairy-induced ecstasy. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass at me. Cheers to cheese. Hey, hey. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Everybody ready for some trivia? The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name is Richard. I just like alliteration. Then why was he Spin Master Quinn in the other one? More cheers. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Oh my god. Quinn! Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Hugo, you got this. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. Quinn, please. More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right? Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque, insect-like creature? No, actually, so. The whole Franz Kafka thing was because he was hella gay, which is hilarious that they added that into this. Because basically, like, the whole idea of that entire story is the fact that he is worried that his parents are one day just going to be able to see that he's gay. They're going to, like, be aware of that. And so he was very afraid that that would turn him into a grotesque creature to them and like ruin his relationship with them. So yes. This is the continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Abby, do you know this one? I don't know this one. Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? I think it's Hoth, right? Arenal also sounds good. Lemuria. Wait, you think one of these two? Arenal? I thought it was Endor. Although Arenal also sounds good. I was thinking 1 or 3. Endor is Ewoks. Oh, okay. I know Hoth is Star Wars for sure. Oh no! Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? Ooh, I should know this one. Alcott, Burroughs. Wasn't Hawthorne. It wasn't Doc Smith. Alcott? No! Oh, I'm you're probably right. Edmond Dantes is better known as this man. Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo. Walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Why isn't Hugo answering these? Whoa. Nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Yeah, crowd work. Nope. Good? Ah, great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. Oh, he's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. Oh. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose not to let your throat close up when you eat brie. Ooh. He is. He's just... So I wish that Dream Daddy had made a DLC where, like, technically you could date Quinn or Mary if you, like, tried really hard, or if you did X, Y, or Z. But this guy, whoo, I get him. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Wants to start the next round. More cheers from the audience. They're all fine with this. They're like, oh yeah, no, that's how Quinn be. The next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. No. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay? I think it's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty? I don't know a lot of movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. A bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Uh-oh. Their father, their promise, the Jedi Order, their mother. Their promise, I think... Shit! I'm bad at this! If it helps, I have not seen any... Like, the first 6, I've seen minimal bits of it. I saw the one where Anakin was a little kid. Like, I've seen that all the way through. But that's about it. What entertainer makes a fourth wall-breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan. Ugh. Oh, I don't know this one. Hulk Hogan? Oh, nice! Which of these 80s horror movies does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting? Okay, so Poltergeist definitely does. I think Pet Sematary definitely does. And I think The Shining definitely does. So Within the Woods is my guess. Fuck. Seems like we're doing pretty well. I've gotten 2 right, Carousel. But we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. They suck if they are at the same as us. I look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. No. Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm. Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. No, Quinn did not just look at this group and be like, choke me, daddy. No, Quinn. Quinn. Please, it has been so long since I've been held. Oh, God. My feelings hurt. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Quinn, I'm gonna need you to stop personally attacking me on stream. Please. Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I just remembered, so I remember doing this. Terrell and I played this. At this entire section, Terrell got correct. It made me question if I wanted to marry this person. In his debut for the WWE, Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the ringmaster. Well, that is correct. Points to Havarti like it's 1999. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York, at the Madison Square Garden in 1985. Another correct answer for Havarti like it's 1999. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kind of hot. I agree. If you can get a person to talk about the thing that they love the most, that is incredibly hot. And just yup, Carousel's right. Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him. Chavo versus Kane! Oh, sorry, bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hugo. Oh, so angry. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair. No! Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling?
No.
Oh, I just pick stuff up. That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the quizmaster. Alright. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Brian and Matt high five. Oh my god, if Hugo was a wrestler, I'll marry him on the spot. And Havarti like it's 1999. Hugo and I high five. We look over to Brian and Matt. Carmencita and Daisy all playfully give us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. The final category is cool animals. Ooh. Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart. God. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? I mean, birds. It was fish, wasn't it? What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? I mean, what mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? The chinchilla? So I'm between these two. I know it's not Canadian beaver. Maybe it is Canadian beaver. They use their pelts all the time. Huh. Alright, I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. I'll let that one go. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your needs. Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card. The quizmaster goes in the back to tally up the score. I pick at what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker, with a little bit of honey and dried apricot. That's how you spell apricot. So I was in an Overwatch game with Triscuits, and someone had apricot, but they had it spelled wrong. I can't remember how it was. That's how you spell it. So what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring. Bet it all on black. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold. I like your style. You want the last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. I don't think it is. Hey everybody, we've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of gaffes. A little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Provolone 2, lost in New York. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care. Where Philnomical Service is... God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. I was right! Ah, I knew it! But to be fair, I got so many wrong. A part of me... I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go back through the trivia and, like, get everything right? Because I will 100% do that. 100%. Because that, like... I know it shouldn't affect me at all, but the moment that I see the little black clouds, I'm like, oh no, he hates me. I know that it probably just means that we'd get like a C or something like that, but yeah, what do you two think? Or 3, I don't know if Ren is still there, if they're working on like other stuff. If I have the time, I do. Like that, in total, that only ended up taking half an hour, so yeah. Load. Is this the beginning of the date? Yes. Okay, we're just gonna...
Hey. Yes.
Okay. Okay, because he liked that. Blame George Lucas for everything. I do still like Havarti. Okay. First one was Endor. Who was the writer that created Tarzan? You said it was Burroughs? Good deal. Knew the Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, we're gonna skip the crowd work. Okay. Oh, Jedi. Is it their mother? I love that this is a Google, like, this was the second thing that came up on Google was Luke asks Leia if she remembers. Real mother. Yep, okay, so their mother. This one I got right, it was Hulk Hogan. Oh. Movies with Indian burial grounds? Okay, Pet Sematary does. Poltergeist does. Shining does. But that's wrong! Pet Sematary does. Poltergeist does. The Shining does. What is Within the Woods? Or is that just one that, like, no matter what, we're gonna get wrong? Okay. Sad Master Quinn.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Maybe Google to walk through for the treat. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Quiz answers. Endor, Burroughs, Christo, their mother, Hulk Hogan. Poltergeist!
I don't know. Yes. Oh. Oh no.
I was just curious. Try not to hurt feelings. So I was right with that. Havarti. Okay, Endor. Burroughs. Monte Cristo. Skipping the sadness. Their mother. Hulk Hogan. Does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting. This drives me crazy. Which is wrong. I feel like Hugo right now. That's wrong. That's the whole thing with Poltergeist, is that, like, all of these, all of the houses were plowed over. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save here because I did it all right. You didn't write the quiz cards. Yeah, I guess. And so other things have been wrong too. That makes me so mad. This is apparently dogs? This is still... This is apparently the otter.
Hey. Ah.
Okay, the goof scaffs. I've already... Okay, I got my eggplant emojis. So, like, oh, this makes me... I wonder how many of those are wrong. Just flat out wrong. I motion for Hugo to go get the gift card, and he shyly slinks out of the booth to grab it. He pauses for a moment and gives the quizmaster a hug with a few pats on the back. Aww. The quizmaster sobs just a little. Oh god, why did Matt appear behind him all of a sudden? Hugo makes a victory lap back to our table and gives me a high five. Havarti like it's 1999 is unstoppable. Havarti like it's 1999 is great. May Havarti like it's 1999 reign for 1,000 years. Hey, great work, guys. You guys did awesome. Will we be seeing Havarti like it's 1999 again next week? I look over at Hugo, who smiles. Maybe so. Also, I'm so sorry the trains are going by. We make a pretty good team. Huh, Hugo? Hugo blushes. Look at that sweet man! Hugo and I walk back toward our cul-de-sac, basking in the glow of our win and nursing our cheese-filled bellies. Man, we crushed it in there. Finally, enduring the screams of young children for years on end has paid off. I will take my half of this gift card and use it to purchase many, many air fresheners for my car, which Ernest refuses to stop vaping in. I think I'll use my half to buy at least 2 tire pressure gauges to place in different parts of my garage. You never know when you're gonna need one, and I prefer to have them within arm's reach. Fine plan. Shame about that one wrestling question, though. I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. What is with these dads and writing letters? Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs. Alright. If you really want to know, just follow me. Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside and his house is exactly... Wrestling shrine? It's exactly what I expected it to be. Neat and filled top to bottom with books and art. Yes, this is my house. Welcome to my home. Sorry, it's so messy. So I have all of the windows open because it's gorgeous today. And one of the doors just closed from wind, and that scared the crap out of me because I am in my house alone! His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway. What are we doing? Hugo opens the door, and I love how with all of these, there's like, with the second date, there's always some point of like, where are we going? Should I unbutton my shirt? Should I take off my belt? What's going on? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us. Wrestling shrine! Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand. Curio cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. I am speechless. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact. This is really embarrassing. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Are you kidding? Look at all this stuff. This must have taken you forever to collect. Can I touch this? Go ahead. I pick up one of his replica championship belts and toss it over my shoulder. Do you smell what I am cooking? I think the line is, it's meatballs. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's so cool how passionate you are about all of this. Oh, yeah. I really, really like wrestling. He's blushing so hard right now. Hugo, you brought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again. Looks like Ernest just got home. I can see Hugo immediately deflate. I told you those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just want you to be healthy, son. Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs. I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other. Understandable. Ernest gets flustered. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. Ernest leaves, and then a moment later pops his head back in the room. And your stupid friend. Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear a door slam. Hugo wearily runs his hands through his hair.
Oh no.
Sorry about him. I'm sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures, and you don't get much more authoritative than a teacher dad. My ex, he gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo, who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time. Hey, you love him, and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he'll come to appreciate you. Maybe not someday soon, but someday. I hope so. Thanks for letting me vent. Hugo glances at his watch. Suppose it's getting kind of late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon. I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you can tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles. That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading. I don't. This book is all pictures. And even then, my patience is getting tried. Did you get to eat all of the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner? Hash browns! Okay. Toasted dipped in egg. Oh, blueberry pancakes! Well, only if you help me make them. You know, I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler, and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside of the fridge. I tell her all about the trivia, but leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figure she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. Always bring a war chest. It better be perfect!
That was so good you gave me goosebumps.
Not right now, Velcro. I hurt. That feels like the perfect place to end the stream for today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next time.